hired or not hired and all that?
Well, what we got to understand with the letter was, and Joey did a fabulous job with that. And anybody that think that Joey was trying to do something different, you guys just don't know Joey, and we can't control what your opinion is on Twitter because that's your page. You can hit send when you're ready to send it and go from there. But I give some credit to Joey because he felt that Wilcox at least deserved an opportunity to get an interview. George felt that way. I felt that way. And then obviously Joey called all the rest of the fellas that was on that list, felt that way as well. Now, as far as getting a job, that's a different story, right? Because we all knew that we didn't want the Cal program to come over to the University of Oregon. And when I say the Cal program, I mean mediocrity. Okay, let's just keep it how it is. We're not in a situation where we are trying to play for Holiday Bowls, Aloha Bowls, Rose Bowls, Fiesta Bowls, or nothing like that. That is not what this program is. That's what the program used to be, right? So from that standpoint alone, it was kind of a gray area amongst the conversations that we were having as former players. Okay, but I will say this: the lineup that was potentially going to come when you're talking about bringing back Adante, and then obviously if you bring in Wilcox, you're getting Hayward back, and then we'll see what happens with BMAC at the receiver position. I mean, my God, the way that I felt, if you're able to get those guys back, shoot, it could have been Wilcox, it could have been Landing, it could have been Aranda. It doesn't matter because we get California back with our recruiting. That's what we were trying to convey. We got to get California back. And if Wilcox is one of the guys that can try to put the band back together, I think one of the guys called it the Commodores, put the band back together, then obviously we would lean in that direction, right? So let me go back to this other situation as far as coaches coming in and using the programs. And I know guys are defending Mario and saying this and saying that. Mario told me the same thing. Oregon could be the Alabama of the Pac-12. He told me the same exact thing. But I always knew Mario was from the state of Florida. And if that Miami job came open, I knew that he would try the way to get back to that program. And that's what he did. The same thing that happened with Taggart. Taggart was from the state of Florida. The Florida State job came open. And what did he do? He left after 1 year. And that was another concern of ours. How many times are we going to allow these coaches to come into our program, use our program, and then bounce?
But
What coach is going to come in here
Akili,
and sit down? Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking.
I'm just asking, how did
Let me finish talking.
How did he use our program?
To allow to come into the program, use the program, and conversations that we were having when we start talking about the grassroots, and bringing somebody in who was from the state of Oregon so that we can kind of right the ship and get this thing going to where, oh my God, every time you look up, this guy decommitted. Oh my God, he decommitted. Oh my God, he decommitted. Oh my God, Florence is at USC. I mean, the Twitter's going crazy with all this stuff. How much longer are we going to have to endure
Akili,
that over and over and over again, as opposed to saying, okay, let's get a grassroots, potentially get a grassroots in here that's going to sit still, take the program where it needs to be, and then off we go. Now, as it pertains to
Akili, hold on.
I support him all the way.
I got a question for you.
And I posted that on my Twitter page. He's bringing great energy. He looks to be young enough to communicate with the kids. He had the #1 defense in the SEC. But I will say this: it will always leave the door open for him to potentially go back to the SEC. That's always
Akili,
in the back of my mind.
Akili, you have to stop.
With that being said,
you have to stop living in fear.
I will publicly support him all the way. I will support him with all of my might, the same way I supported Anthony Brown, because that's what Cristobal put on the field. There's way too many
Okay.
former players and
Hey,
people that
Akili, I have a
were
question for you.
upset about the quarterback position not supporting what Cristobal put on the field. That's what the
Akili,
support was with Anthony Brown. That's what you call
Akili, can you
supporting
answer the question?
the program.
Akili, can you answer the question?
Everybody got me.
Akili, are you listening?
Who is that?
Can you hear me? This is George.
George,
So,
you're gonna have to learn to let me talk, bro. Don't cut me
bro,
off, George.
I'm
Let me
asking you a
talk.
question. I'm asking you a question.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me
So,
off. You hear me talking?
no,
Let me finish what I'm saying, because I was
this is
sitting
the
for almost an
first
hour
time
and I
that
couldn't
this has
even get
happened.
in.
As soon as you come in here, as soon as you came, this ain't happened no time. So you can't blame me. You're the common denominator in this. So my question to you is this: is what did Mario Cristobal do to use our program? He built the program better than what he left it. How did he use the program?
Well, of course he built a program. You build a program in hopes of parlaying it to get back home to Miami or to a bigger job. This is
Okay,
common
so that's
sense.
good for us.
This is common knowledge. This is not nothing new. Like, we know that Hayward is the one that recruited Thibodeau. So this is not nothing. This is not nothing new. This is what these coaches are doing to the University of Oregon. They're using
So
our
is the program in
program.
better shape?
They're using. See, there you go. They're gonna let me talk. All right, man.
I'm
George.
asking,
All right,
is the
y'all.
program
Hey,
in better
I'll give
shape?
a public statement on my page. I'm not gonna go
Oh
back and
God,
forth with George and getting cut off.
take your ball and go home then, Akili. Take your ball and go home.
Wow.
Wow, bro.
I don't even think we need to touch on that, to be honest.
I mean, it's just like we've been having civil conversations in here the whole time, been able to ask each other questions so we can get to the bottom of this. But like but when it's a question about, like if you make statements about
We're good, Joey.
somebody used you, like, just can you answer how?
Yeah, we're good. I don't
So
really
wait,
think
is
we
he
need
the
to
one who
answer.
leaked it?
I don't think we need to discuss kind of that. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Keely and I have had conversation, definitely differences throughout the year, but I think for the most part, everybody we kind of, even Joey. What I heard when Joey spoke was different from what it ended with. But ultimately, at the end of the day, whether it's backpedaling or not, I do feel that Joey ultimately, okay, he understands at least. It was a lot. It was a lot easier to talk, but right now I think we're in a good spot, man. We just get back to what we were talking about before. I don't think anybody else that's been speaking, at least. Ike and Rome was on earlier. I know. I definitely would want to hear what he had to say, but I definitely feel that we can. Yeah, we're good.
Fitfo, did you have a question?
Mm-hmm.
I see Nick Cody wants to ask a question too. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm not sure if anybody else caught it, but